have a huge interest in psychology over the past year, and during my exploration of the subject, I came across with a book, I Want to Die, but I Still Want to Eat Tteobokki by Baek Sehee, which I was recommended by an YouTuber I follow. So it is about a conversation between the author, herself, and her psychiatrist, diving into her battle with depression, self-doubt, and emotional isolation. So the title said it tricked me, and I couldn't wait to dive into the book. Luckily, just last week, I received it as a present, and I was eager to read it, especially after seeing the passage at the beginning of the book. So the passage that caught my attention reads, when reading this book, you might feel embarrassment or shame or judgment, as if you're reading an old diary entry of your own. So when that happens, close the book for a moment, remind yourself that it is someone's stories and trying to separate it from those feelings. So, this word struck me so deeply that I began reading immediately. And at that moment, I came to a realization. I have been dealing with depression for years, even though it wasn't immediately obvious to others or even to myself. It wasn't until I picked up this book that I began to connect the dots about how I've been feeling for such a long time. So over the years, I've experienced criticism from others and have found myself consuming self-pity, often viewing my emotion and struggles through a negative lens. This has been a recurring theme in my teenage years and extended to my 20s, where I felt disconnected and unfulfilled. Like for instance, in my teenage years, I often felt like I don't quite fit in, whether it was with my classmates or even with my family. So I would get frustrated when others didn't understand my passions for certain things, or even when they criticized my choices. There were days I retreat into myself, feeling like no one understood me, and yet I never felt brave enough to speak out or seek help. So in my 20s, those feelings persisted, but in a different form. I faced challenges with school and work, and the criticism from others became harder to ignore. So when I tried to express my thoughts, I felt like I was always just for being too idealistic or immature. The sense of comparison grew stronger as well. So watching others excel in ways I couldn't, and feeling like I was falling behind, even though I was hardworking. So there were moments I questioned my own thoughts, wondering if my struggles were a result of something wrong with me, which just fed my negative emotion. So if you're a person who suffers from self-doubt, self-pity, and peer pressure, I will recommend you to give that book a try, and I believe that will help a lot. So thank you for watching, and see you next time, and enjoy your day. Goodbye.